What is going on, guys? We are back for another DSP video, and this week he has a new dent whale who goes after the trolls and pays money to Phil to own them. His marathon crashes and burns, one of the least supported marathons of all time. He goes viral yet again for his gameplay, and not in a positive way. And today we start off looking at February 2026 views for DSP Gaming. And look at that, he is now below 400,000 views in a month. What a shame. Now remember last year, he crashed out. He was coping and seething about ICS giving money to Strangely Lex. Called her a slut. Demanded ICS tell him why he did it and what was his reason for it. Now he's saying he doesn't care if people give money to other streamers. And he doesn't even care if ICS stops giving him thousands of dollars. Of course, this is all a lie from hypocrite side Phil.
You were wondering if it bothers me that someone that used to support you now supports Wings. No. No, not in any way whatsoever. Why would I care about that? You know, it used to go the other way too. Because I remember there used to be that guy 672 who doesn't come around anymore. But I think he used to be a Wings mod. And then he used to come by my streams and drop contributions. And I think people would go to Wings and bother him and be like, did you know 672 is on Phil's stream and he's dropping money? Who gives a shit? People are free to do whatever they want with their time and money. And that's fine. Let them go where they want and do what they want. Who are we as streamers to try to yell at people or dictate what they do with their time? What? That's wild. That's crazy shit. That's, you know... I would think the only people who would be like that level of controlling, are people who are desperate and rely on it. Like, for example, if you were living stream to stream and someone came by and was a regular supporter and all of a sudden they stopped coming by and now all of a sudden things are tighter for you, you might be like, oh, what happened? Right? But I'm not like that. I'm good. I've been good for a while now. I'm, yeah, 5-6 years ago when I was going through a bankruptcy, maybe it was like that. Now, not anymore. People can do whatever they want. People come by and say, Phil, how should I contribute? Whatever you want. I have a million ways to contribute or don't contribute. Whatever. Do what you need. Do what you want to do. It's all good.
And despite him saying Nintendo's lazy, they scam people. The Virtual Boy is not worth $100. He believes his special animation that he put together for RE9 is worth $100. And what did he do? Laziness at its finest. Took the trailer, put it into an animation, and charged $100. Congratulations, Dent. You got played. And then we have God of War, DSP as Kratos, with Renton Hostage saying, only you can help Snordos find his boy, Jasper Kitty. And this is always hilarious. Flatman B saying, how does us trolling the trolls make you feel? And what he's talking about in this scenario is giving money to Phil to own the trolls. Wow, dude. Wow. I mean, how can we ever recover from this? You going bankrupt giving Phil money. I mean, damn. How do you compete with that, dude? And the truth of the matter is, every time the Dents give Phil money to own us, we just laugh at it. We don't care that he makes money, because making money and keeping money are two different things. And as soon as Phil gets that money, he's going to spend it immediately. And he's back in the same scenario day after day, stream after stream. And then you have people like Timbo who go bankrupt 3 times for DSP. Tell us, how does that work out for you, Flatman B? And despite him twice selling merchandise, he says, creators who are able to sell merch are life losers. And DSP's still delusional about working out and looking better. He's now saying he's looking better and he's looking buffer.
Doesn't mean I let myself go. You notice I'm looking slimmer. I'm looking buffer than I have since I started as a YouTuber. This is actually the best physical shape I've been in since my early 20s. I'm 175 pounds. It doesn't mean...
Then, as Kind of Sav points out, apparently DSP got a stand for his controller. But not any stand, it looks like a Black Lives Matter controller stand. Then a quote from DSP. There's not a single man at the age of 40 who doesn't have a gray hair. Of course, this is a lie. DSP is just an alcoholic for 20 plus years, did not take care of himself, and is absolutely delusional about how he looks. If you're wondering how Resident Evil Requiem's going for DSP, well, guess what guys? Another games journalist video has hit the internet.
Have you defecated in your pants yet? So there's the moon quartz, but if I pick that up, I have no inventory space. Game is handing you non-stop items with zero inventory. Who thought this was a good idea? No? I finally got a real handgun. I have no ammo. What the fuck? I'm dead. We can't kill him. We can't kill him. We shot him in the head with the Magnum and all the bullets, and he's still alive. That is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Well, let's fix that.
Now, this is another moment that DSP doesn't realize he's an idiot. So in this scenario here, he's stuck in the elevator. The enemy is at the top coming in. And even the side character says, we need to get out of here. We need to get out of this elevator. Hinting to DSP to get out of the elevator. And there's a prompt that he has to press. And it engages a cutscene. However, DSP doesn't look around, isn't observant, he's focused on that enemy. And this is what happens when DSP does not pay attention.
Do you see why this game is so stupid? I'm sorry, it's a criticism. I was supposed to know I have to use the Requiem. Why? So now do the whole sequence over. This is fucking stupid. Now I have to do all that over because the game is fucking stupid. Yeah, that's dumb. Sorry. This game is not perfect. That's dumb shit. You know what it is? No one played on this difficulty. So because of that, everyone just, it auto reloads and lets you redo it. But because I'm playing on classic, oh, start from where you saved with the ink ribbon. So now you don't get to retry. What a waste of my fucking time. So yeah, I'm sorry. Again, you guys know I tell it like it is. Okay? You're in an elevator. The elevator stops. Something bursts through the ceiling. Would you try to shoot the monster trying to kill you in the ceiling, or would you stop looking at the thing trying to kill you and look at the door and see if there's a fucking prompt to mash the button and get out? I do the logical thing in the situation. I have guns, shoot the monster, maybe then it'll go away, and then you can escape. No, you're supposed to ignore the threat, ignore the imminent danger that's right there, and look over here instead. Sorry, that's stupid. Now, how is it that other people probably did that easily? Because they're not fucking observant. They don't notice that her hand's coming through and she's trying to kill you. They just were staring all around, out of the way, and saw the prompt. So because I'm an observant gamer, it actually punished me. People are saying you were able to pick up the severed hand next to the elevator. Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm angry because the game had a bad piece of game design that made me replay 10 minutes of gameplay. So I'm not observant anymore because I'm angry. Now I've calmed down and now I'm observant again and now I'm looking for items and I found the green herb.
And then we see some mods all ready for Resident Evil Requiem. We have Grace and Leon in bunny costumes. And I quoted this and said, "Dude, I'm married. That woman is a slut. Oh, "Hey Leon, dude, can I call you at 3 a.m. when my wife is asleep?" And he did DSP Tries It. And despite him saying he doesn't like McDonald's, despite him saying, "I eat healthy," he got 3 burgers. And his wife apparently, according to DSP, told him to get 3 so he can compare it. And also remember, he says he cut down on his calories. Imagine the calories alone from just these 3 burgers. And of course, with every DSP Tries It, you get the disgusting face. And look at this scumbag alien. Absolutely disgusting. And DSP for the last year has been flexing on stream, talking about his body. But now he's gonna say, "I don't come on stream and flex, you're just all homosexuals who are obsessed with me." Phil, if anyone is a homosexual that's obsessed with your body, it's you.
What's really bizarre is these weirdos keep bringing up my physical appearance. It's very gay. It's very gay and obsessive and just weird shit. Like, as I've said, I'm aging gracefully. I don't care about how I look at all. The only reason I'm like doing things like working out is so that I can be healthy and live longer for my wife. And then people come on my streams and say shit in my chat like, "Oh, his arms look like twigs and this and that." It's like, did I come on my stream and start fucking flexing and ripping my shirt off and being like, "Oh, I'm so buff and shit"? No, you're the weirdo saying that shit, not me. You're the ones who have this bizarre homo obsession with me where you can't stop talking about my looks. Like, just stop. I'm not doing that. I don't sit here claiming I'm good looking and I'm an Adonis or anything. So why are you talking about my looks all the time? Like get over it. It's really fucking weird.
Now DSP's going to go on a rant about how he cannot copyright strike detractors because they would retaliate and strike him. And in this rant, the guy who says he's financially sound, he's not poor, he makes good money, says that if he has to take 2 weeks off because of strikes, he is fucked. His business is done. He is over. That doesn't sound like a person who's financially sound. Then again, DSP would rather be looked at as a success rather than be an actual success.
Then do it. You won't have a restreamer for 2 weeks. Isn't that a win for you? No, because number one, they just come back anyway, and then they get attention on them for, "Oh, look, we beat the system. DSP tried to take me down, and it didn't work," right? That's number one. Everyone makes videos about it and shit. Number two, what happens is it becomes a situation where basically everyone is like throwing bombs at each other's houses. And here's what I mean by that. If I right now were to actually exercise my legal right to take down an illegal restreamer with copyright strikes, someone would try to throw a million false strikes against me. Now, most of them probably won't go through, but maybe one will, because YouTube's system is stupid and will sometimes fall for it. It doesn't always, but there have been times when false strikes have been put against me, and idiotically, it did hit the channel. Now, here's the difference between me and the restreamer. Yes, the restreamer makes money on me, but likely it isn't their only source of income. They probably have a job or a life, or they're making money somewhere else, right? If their channel gets suspended for 2 weeks, big deal. The gravy train of making fun of DSP dries up for 2 weeks, but then it comes back. For me, if I lose all income from YouTube for 2 weeks, it hurts my business dramatically. It makes it so that now I'm behind on bills and payments because I didn't make money when I should have because my channel was suspended. So I can't risk having people give me false strikes because it would ruin my business. Do you get it? They've outright said that, by the way. They've said, if Phil ever exercises his rights, his legal rights to take us down, we'll just hit him with false strikes and ruin it. It's been outright said by my detractors before.
And even go into even more delusion, he says his arms grew twice in size since he started working out. However, he says the trolls and detractors are lying about his arms not being as big as he says. And you can tell he's not a horror fan, he's not a gaming fan, he's not a Resident Evil fan, because he says, large enemies that pursue you that you have to hide, use stealth or run away from to get around is not Resident Evil, and they stole it from Amnesia. And the people that he's pissed off at is Kick, because they're not supporting. And he doesn't know what's going on, and every week is the lowest supported week from Kick. Phil, newsflash Phil, like you said, they're all trolls and detractors, and they get bored of you. They see you as this boring old fuck who just bans people like crazy. Thin-skinned bitch. And they're done. They're not giving you any money anymore. You're not fun to play with anymore. And also remember too, Kino Casino has said Stop supporting Phil. Stop giving him money. Because you get better salt when support is low and he freaks out and crashes out.
All right, folks. Well, anyway, thank you. To those who did support, thank you. The only shame is that, again, for some reason, this is going to be another slow support week on Kick. Like, seriously, today, Infinite gifted some subs. Stepdad gifted like 1. Lance gifted 1. And we had no kicks at all today. Yesterday, we had like 1 sub during the stream. It's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't. You know, I hope you guys like it. You're still watching, right? We still have attendance on Kick, but the support has dwindled. I do hope that that'll change. I mean, tomorrow is a final streaming day that'll count for this week, but it has been a very slow week on Kick. What's funny is overall the streams are doing good, but what's happened is it's the YouTube viewers that are supporting. Like, the YouTube viewers have decided to come out for Resident Evil, and they're coming out and supporting all those streams, but Kick basically went downhill. So I don't know what to say about that. Anyway.
And the funny part of this as well is he said all the support's coming from YouTube. And you know what the catch about all the support coming from YouTube is that YouTube takes 30% of everything he makes. So whatever he makes on stream, minus 30%. So he's actually making less than it appears. I remember when he was in the elevator and he didn't look around to see the prompt. Well, we have him going viral. DSPGAMING's repeated deaths to Girl Monster in Resident Evil 9 clip draws laughs. And look at this. Look how far he's fallen. For his Hollow Knight, 44 views in 4 hours. But remember, he always complains when his videos get claimed and he loses ad revenue on 44 views in 4 hours. And he does this since he started YouTube. Jealousy at other creators whenever they get success. And now he's going to turn his attention to Burnt Peanut and sarcastically say, should I become a VTuber? And implying that he's doing all the stuff DSP used to do back in the day. Almost like he inspired him, dude.
Burnt Peanut Burnell. Now that's interesting. Should I rebrand myself as Burnt Peanut Burnell and just become a virtual avatar? Should I do that? I actually saw a post on X this morning. Keep in mind, I have never watched Burnt Peanut 1 second. I guess this guy is like, everyone's like, either they love him or they hate him. The post said, like, how did Burnt Peanut go from being like a nobody to like virally popular overnight? And someone's like, the answer is very simple: slurs and view botting. And I'm like, is it really that bad? Is it really that bad today that like people went back to the early era of content creation, like what I used to do, constantly talk about racial stuff, you know, over-the-top sexual stuff, slurs, just trying to get a rise of attention from a very immature audience, and then they view bot to look like they're important, and then people watch them because of it? Is that really what it was? I don't know. I've never watched the guy a single second, so I don't know anything about him. So I don't know I don't know what kind of content he makes that he's appealing, but the way I see it, once again, it's another character, it's another dress-up opportunity, right? It's another cartoon. The same thing that all these creators have done over the years. First, you overact to act like you're a cartoon. You're always going over the top acting. Then it became, well, now I'm actually going to try to make myself look like a cartoon. I'm going to dye my hair bright blue or purple. I'm going to dress in weird clothes to look. Then you got the Dr. Disrespect era. I'm going to dress up like I'm a bootleg G.I. Joe figure, and I'm going to talk stupidly on stream, again, to act like a cartoon character to appeal to an immature audience, right? But now we've gone full on. I'm not even going to show myself. I'm just going to be a fucking peanut. I'm literally just going to be a peanut on camera. I am a cartoon. It's no longer I'm going to overact like a cartoon. You are a cartoon. You're broadcasting a cartoon every day to immature children on the internet, and you're banking off of it. That's become what the new popular is, apparently. I guess, right? So there you go. There's no bitterness. I don't know anything about Burnt Peanut. I don't know anything about them whatsoever. I'm responding to the person whose name is Burnt Peanut Burnell in the chat. If the guy's popular, he must have tapped into something that works. I've actually heard that a lot of other creators are jealous of the guy and or they're salty. You know, which is hilarious because the guy's name is Peanut and people are salty about him. I don't give a shit. I'm happy. I'm happy with who I am and what I'm doing. I don't give a shit about other people and their success or failures. I just don't care.
And look at some of these views here. 75 views in 7 hours, 60 views in 7 hours, 257 views, 7 hours, 542 in 12, 424 in 12, 351 in 12, 216 in 12. Remember, 20-year career. He's better than everyone else, dude. Then we have One Hapless Gamer. Do you find new games bring new viewers to the channel? What about edited content? I'm trying to figure out this whole thing out. Sorry, new streamer here. Then he talks about his channel throughout the entire stream, in the chat. And why? Why do they always look like this? A drugged up version of Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. If you want another example of how this Resident Evil 9 playthrough is absolute dog shit, the game in the middle of the screen tells him what to do, and he goes, "What? What am I supposed to do? What are they talking about, dude?"
Out of here. Get out of the fucking way. Come on. Open.
And then shoot. Shoot what? What the fuck are they talking about? Shoot? Shoot what? What am I supposed to shoot? Her, I guess.
And still, Kick is not giving into DSP, not giving him money. And he's calling them out specifically now. He needs that money. He really, really does.
But I'm sticking with Resident Evil to get as far as we can this week, and I want to keep doing that. But in order to do that, I need attendance, engagement, and support. So please today, if you like this playthrough, support it in some way. Give the stream the like. Please support it with a super chat or a sub or a membership or some kicks. Like I said, particularly today, Kick support would be great because it's been one of the slowest weeks on Kick ever yet again. I don't understand why, because everything on YouTube has been up. So why is Kick down? It's not logical. All right? So if you like watching on Kick, please support. Let's get some subs today for sure. And if you're watching anywhere, please support the stream right now. I'd love to do some shout outs and get momentum going. It's been going well so far, okay?
And another example of why you should not listen to Healthside Phil. He says, once you reach a certain age, you no longer need calcium in your diet. Therefore, he doesn't need it. His bones must be so brittle right now. Then again, he is a baby back bitch. And he's still going on about Kick. And now he's going to complain that since Sunday, he's only had 15 subs on Kick. Phil, you should be happy that you at least got those 15. Because any other streamer would be like, this is amazing, I got 15, I'm excited about this, this is awesome, thank you guys. But Phil, no, not Phil, why aren't you guys giving me more? I've only had 15, let's go, give me more, dudes.
15. Since Sunday. That's it. That's really bad. Like, that's incredibly slow for gifted subs, okay? Kicks, also nearly dead this week, okay? So I don't know what's going on, that for some odd reason, there's like no Kick contributions this week, but that's the case. It would be great if you guys could support the streams today. If you're watching on Kick, there's 100 of you there right now. So anything appreciated. A few kicks, some subs, you know. Again, I stream there for a reason. And usually, there's a good amount of support. And for whatever reason, this week, it's not. So today would be the day.
And it still was bad. It got even worse. As he's now saying, he needs your buy-in. And he's talking to Kick. You better give me my money. Where are you, Lance? Where are you, stepdad? Let's go. I don't care if you even watch the stream. Just give me money, dude.
Real talk, straight up. This playthrough has done well so far. That is why I'm playing it every day. I don't usually ever play a game every day, right? Usually I balance games for variety. But this one's been doing well. This one's been getting a lot of attention in regards to engagement and support. Today, support is actually very slow. We've got 2 hours left of gameplay. We're at around $50. All right? If you like this game and you want to see me play it, keep going, and finish it by the end of the week, please support it. If this ends up being a nearly dead support stream, then I can't do that, and I have to start alternating again. All right? So please keep supporting it. I would like to keep playing it and finish it by Thursday, but I need you guys to buy in. You have been doing so far, but now all of a sudden I can't have a dead stream on the fourth day I'm playing it. All right? So let's get, again, what I said, it's Kick right now that is really lagging. Today we have one sub. One sub on Kick and 100 kicks. So let's get some support on the Kick side, okay? Let's also get some support from tips and everything else. And let's go. When I come back, let's do some shout outs, get momentum going as we continue to play with Leon. All right. But in the meantime, enjoy some of these highlight clips from my history as a creator. And I'll be back shortly with more. Here we go.
And that still was not working. So now he's going to do passive aggressive bagging. And it's amazing, considering between last year and now, how much he's fallen off on Kick, how much people are waking up on Kick. They don't even care to troll him anymore, because they know he's a boring-ass old man who will never change, never play up the memes, never play with the gimmicks, and they are leaving like crazy. It's only a matter of time before he rage quits Kick.
So yes, one more hour of Resident Evil. I hope you're enjoying it. I like the game, and I'm having a good time exploring. And it looks to me like, views are still good. But to be honest, number one, there's been nearly no Kick support whatsoever this week, and it's stacking up to be another insanely slow week because no one is supporting the stream on Kick. 0. We have 1 sub and 1 person who did 100 kicks today, and that's it. So, yeah, that's a big contributing factor, to be honest. When no one on Kick is supporting the streams all week of Resident Evil, yeah, that's number one. Number two, today it just slowed down in general with support overall. Like, take a look at the leaderboard right now. Let's look. Biggest super chat is $6, right? 1 membership, 1 sub, 100 kicks. So that's why it's slow all around. I don't know if you guys are just so used to me alternating games that you're tired of this now, but it was doing superb earlier in the week. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't choose that the game made you do all Grace up front and now all Leon on the back end. I do think that's a big mistake. I think that they should have balanced it so that you can, bounce between. I don't think that it should have been all one type of gameplay and then all the other type. I do think that that's something they should have balanced. And that basically kills the pacing. You know what I'm saying? Satan, what's going on? Good to see you. So that's a mistake. And again, that's something I'm going to criticize, and that's a fair criticism. They should have balanced it better. So, it is what it is. Let's play for another hour. If you like the playthrough, please support it. I can't believe we're going from literally $300 to $400 streams to a $60 stream in 4 days. Whatever. All right, let's continue.
And you can really tell how much he does not get out. He says he wishes doors that open with a crank were a real thing, because he would want to try it. Another example of DSP failing at a game. There's an enemy that's shooting a mortar shell at him, and he says they are psychic zombies, know where he is. They are not even in his line of sight. This is bullshit, and Capcom fucked this up. No, Phil, you're just really bad at this game.
Oh, shit, whoa! I got fucked up. Dude, what? Dude, he's not even visible, and he psychically shot me from that far. Holy shit. Dude wasn't even visible. What the fuck is going on? That's 3 psychic shots when I have no line of sight to the guy. I just wasted all my healing. Dude, what? Dude, this is fucking busted to fuck. Are they fucking insane? How is this guy shooting me? Now I have no healing. This is insane. Dude, what? There's nowhere that's safe. This guy shoots me from maximum distance in cover with this fucking thing. What am I supposed to do? The guy is psychic and hits you with a mortar when you're not in his line of sight. He has no idea where you are, and he hits you with mortars. I don't even know where the guy is. We haven't even seen him yet. There he is. This is garbage. They fucked it up. No, you don't have psychic fucking zombies who can see you perfectly in cover and shoot you through cover. That's not possible. What the fuck is wrong with Capcom these days? You don't even know how it fucking works? They can psychically see you through cover and shoot you with mortars. That is absolutely fucking retarded, and they should be criticized heavily for how bad that part of the game is.
And yet another moment from DSP where he fails incredibly, and of course, he's gonna blame it on the game, he's gonna blame it on other people, because nothing is ever DSP's fault.
Yep, glass surfaces are incredibly fragile, require extra caution. Shooting the glass can make an enemy fall through.
And in a moment that's absolutely funny, so DSP gets recommendations for games, and he finds one that's very Jade-esque.
Oh, my legs. Get my payout.
So it's another one of these crazy platformers with, you know...
Now this is really funny, so modern day DSP says he should have responded to "this is how you don't play" better and embraced it in the past. And he says if that happened today, he would embrace it and roll with the memes. Well, guess what, Phil? All these clips are going viral and you're still coping and seething just like you did for "this is how you don't play." History is repeating itself. And of course, everyone is getting attention, getting views, getting money on your content, except for you.
Do the game journalist memes help my channel? No, none of the memes help my channel because they're all negative and toxic shit. They're not even true. Like the meme apparently last night was when I died in the elevator. And the meme is, streamer dies repeatedly over and over to the mutated girl in the elevator. I died once. I died literally once, and I complained about the game mechanic because the game makes you kind of look up at the monster when you're supposed to just go straight. But you don't know that until you die once and you figure out, oh, I'm supposed to go straight. Now, if you didn't look up because you're not observant, then you just go straight and you survive. It was one death. But the idiots are saying he died over and over and he couldn't get past the part. I got past it on the second try. The meme's not even true. But that's what they do. They lie and they make up bullshit, and that's the memes. So how could that possibly help me when the meme is actually a fallacy? You know? This is stupid shit. No, that's it. What they use against me is always a lie or a gross exaggeration. Nothing that they say is truthful anymore, which is why it actually doesn't affect me. If it was true, then people would actually start to dislike me, and my viewers would start to taper off and wouldn't come back and support and engage and have a good time. They'd be like, oh, fuck this guy, right? But what they say is bullshit, so it doesn't matter. So I mean, like, my true viewers are here to see what actually happened, and a few of them were critical and were like, you should have seen the prompt or whatever. I'm like, well, I disagree. When you have a danger that's lurking right in front of your face, I heard it too. That's the thing. I was wearing headphones so I could hear, oh, there's something above me. So immediately I look up, there's the enemy. I'll just keep shooting it in the face. Oh, instant death. Oh, what you were supposed to do was ignore the enemy that's trying to kill you and look straight, and then there would have been a prompt to escape. I think that's silly, and I think that it was annoying that I had to replay like 10 minutes of gameplay to do the scenario again. That's my right to criticize it. You can disagree, and that's fine too, okay? But personally, I think they could have done that sequence better. Is that horrible that I said that and I raged a little bit? Of course not. Also, keep in mind, it was 88 degrees in this room. So for me to have to replay 10 minutes of gameplay in 88 degrees, I was also frustrated. You know, I just wanted to get to new stuff. So that's what it was. That was the situation. I don't know how on earth that becomes the meme. That Phil's terrible at games because he died 10 times to this. I died once. Just like anyone. I died once, and then I learned, and then I progressed. So the meme isn't even true.
And of course, this happens with every single DSP playthrough, especially when it's a new game. The first 1 or 2 videos will get views, and then it will drop off because they realize he's an asshole, he's toxic, he's boring. And DSP always uses the same cope over and over, that people are playing the game themselves so they're not watching his video. But then, over time, people will still not watch his videos, and he will say that is the other streamer's fault because the creators, they post the videos up as fast as they can, and it prevents him from getting views and money. No, Phil, you're just a slow asshole. And it took him almost 15 hours to beat this in easy mode. The only person you can say is responsible for your downfall is you.
We were having a great time when this game came out on Friday and then on Sunday. But now here we are. This is what, day 5 of me playing it? Because the game is long. The game actually does have content, but the problem is the internet reports it as an 8-hour game because the internet is stupid as fuck. The internet didn't play the game, didn't take their time with the game, or even enjoy it. They rushed through it like dunces. The game is actually probably around 20 plus hours long if you take your time with it, which you're supposed to. That's the point of a video game, to immerse yourself in the world and the experience, to look at the lore, to see what content's in it. Not to say, I beat it in 5 hours because I rushed like moron. Ooga booga, oh, my armpit itches. Ooh, look, I gotta cook dinner. Let me clack these 2 rocks together to start the fucking fire. What are you doing? All right.
And despite him just saying he's not going to rush through it, all the other people rush through it and they play it wrong. He now says he's going to rush through it so he can get it over with, so it's not a lingering playthrough. And even postponing night stream games so he can play it more to get it over with. Hypocrite side Phil. And even on this day, yet again, support, especially on Kick, is down. He doesn't know what's going on, and he's calling people out because he needs that money. He really, really does.
So I'm just going to stand up and walk around for a sec, and then we're going to continue. Now, we have about an hour, a little over an hour left on stream. All right? We are currently at about $100 of support, which is good. However, we did much better than that in the earlier streams. There's over 300 of you on YouTube and 100 on Kick. Please, if you have not, please support today's stream. Okay? Let's get some subs. Let's get some kicks. Let's get some tips. Let's get some members. And let's get some super chats right now to make this a good stream when it comes to support. We've been doing so well. Now, all of a sudden, we're at the end of the playthrough, right? I'd say for today, maybe tomorrow, we're done. And now it slows down, and that's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's go right now. Okay, I'm just going to stretch my legs. Okay. Ugh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ugh. Okay. Pickler, you never supported the stream anyway. Enjoy your ban. I love when you try to LARP. Okay.
And here we see the man who's responsible for yellow paint everywhere getting confused by yellow paint, directions, and an exit door. What am I supposed to do, dude? What's going on? The game never told me what to do. And it happened again. Yet another game journalist, Resident Evil Requiem, DSP meme has hit the internet.
What is going on? What the fuck is happening? Oh my god. Dude, he's right in front of me, and they're acting like the shotgun is a fucking sniper rifle shooting over his shoulder. That's not how shotguns work. The way they box their heads, it's almost impossible to get an accurate shot. Dude, what?
Then we have a quote from DSP. He kills a licker and says, "Fuck him, that's what he gets for licking my ass all those times in the past." Then apparently, this dent got roped in and egged on to give DSP money. Not only that, $200. And he did it to own the trolls. What a sick bastard.
Jai Hayes says, oh my god, bro, I went live today on an unrelated stream about something that happened on my channel. The amount of people coming to my channel to give me shit for donating to you. It's my trolls. Those are not normal people. That's not like a common person saying, why'd you donate to DSP? Those are my trolls. They go to anyone who contributes to me. They'll DM them. They'll post public posts all over their videos. On their X accounts, they stalk them. These are unhinged, real weirdos that just can't get enough of trying to harass me and or the community around me. They realize that they can't get to me anymore because I'm pretty much bulletproof. So now they harass anyone who tries to have any kind of positive interaction with me. So Jai Hayes, I apologize for that happened to you. It's not just you. It's literally anyone who does anything positive my way gets harassed by these weird, antisocial, sociopaths. That's really what they are. My settlers do not have the plague anymore. No, they do not. They're cured of the plague, but we are in desperate danger regardless. Well, Jai Hayes, holy shit. Thank you so much. I certainly wasn't expecting that. Jai Hayes just did a $100 super chat, which triggered our Resident Evil Requiem special animation for the second time this week. It's only the second time we've seen it. Thank you to Jai Hayes. He says, corny, here's something to piss them off more. And it will. Trust me, it will piss them off intensely that you just did that. Thank you so much for that giant contribution. And we, wow. Thank you. And now they're going to harass you further, just to be transparent here. 100% they will be going after you again for that, saying that you're some kind, oh, you like DSP. They're just fucking weird people. They're it's like I said, here's the truth. I don't want to talk about this all night. Let's just get this out of the way because, thank you so much for the contribution. I appreciate the support and the sentiment. So there's two groups of people. One group of people are the people who have found that if they make this kind of really toxic bait content about me, they can actually attract mentally ill people, okay? Like people who are like hyper obsessed and believe everything they're told. So for example, I'm playing Resident Evil, right? So they'll take a clip out of Resident Evil of me failing one QuickTime event, the one time I failed it, and then they'll make a video that's like, Phil dies time after time. He's the worst gamer ever. He needs yellow paint. And they'll post it, and people believe it because they're that dumb. So now people are, well, why does this guy have any attention on him? Why would he ever be successful? Why would anyone want to watch him play this or that? That's how they operate now. It's not like they're doing it for a reason, like saying, wow, Phil really sucks at games, he should improve. That's not their point anymore. Their agenda is lie about Phil because people are stupid and gullible, and they make tons of money and get tons of clickbait views on it. So they're actually benefiting, okay, by doing that. Then the other group are, sadly, the slow people who just believe the shit on the internet. It's like this weird cult mentality. So just because simply you're here and you contributed, they will come after you for no reason. Like, you didn't do anything, but they'll still harass you. It's worse for people, sadly, who don't expect it and they have like a big social media presence and stuff that's like private. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have viewers who will come by and be like, oh, I want to support Phil today. Here's $20. Next thing you know, their X account is dominated by trolls for 2 weeks. They got people going on their Facebook and their TikToks, and they're trying to, like, find out their private information. They're trying to find out their phone number and their relatives and stuff. It's really sick shit. So I don't participate in any of the drama nonsense at all. I mind my own business, and I just make my content, and I apologize that that's what's happening, man. Again, I can't stop it. It's this weird, toxic vortex that's happened on the internet around me and others, but it's around me. It's just fucking disturbing. Like, I know you're laughing, you say it's cute. I don't think it's cute. I think it's disturbing. Because, like, you just got to sit here and watch my stream for 20 minutes and you'll see what kind of a guy I am and the content I make. It's nothing like anything they say. They're just broken people, like weird people, exploiting a system and get away with it. They make money, and then others take advantage of it. It's just really messed up. Punch a bee thing? I have no idea. I don't know what that means. I have absolutely no idea what that means, punch a bee. I'm sure it's a meme that they came up with over the years that I don't even understand. Mozzie, thank you. Oh, we get the music back again. Mozzie, thank you for another $2 super chat. This will piss them off too. It does. Every single person who contributes, it pisses them off. It's like anytime that I'm successful, they're personally like hurt and insulted. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, well, are you the person that sat here grinding for 18 years, making content day in, day out, putting out 70, 80,000 videos, spending 18 years of their life sharing it publicly with the internet? Do you own your own business? Do you do this grind? Do you? If not, then what are you mad about? Like, maybe if you did it for 18 years like I did, and you're not successful and you're upset, then you have a reason to be upset. Literally, no one else has a reason to be upset at me being successful. Nobody. Okay. What's up, stepdad? Good evening. How you doing, man? Jai Hayes, I don't have goals anymore. I've started doing so well for myself as of the fall. I've abolished all of my goals. I don't have stream goals at all. If the stream does well, great. If it doesn't do so well, it's disappointing, but it's fine. I don't have goals. I appreciate you asking, but I don't have goals at all. However it floats, it floats. However it flows, it flows.
And if you think I'm joking about him giving money to piss off the trolls, he puts, corny, here's something to piss them off more. For the trolls, nom nom nom. And now he's going to make a video saying that he's going to own the trolls. They can't do anything to him. He will outlive all of them. We've heard this time and time again. It's the same old dance in a recycled word salad.
Can I handle the trolling, though? Richard, do you really want me to answer that question? You really want me to do that? Okay, here we go. My daughter killed herself. People have made fun of me for it, called me a fag. That's the reason why she did it. You know what that did to me? Nothing. I can handle the trolling, sweetheart. There's nothing that you're going to say to me that's going to piss me off. I promise you that. Nothing that you do. Send the cops to nothing. It's all free content. Go for it. Let's play. I bet you I win. I bet you I outlast you. And I bet you bring me money. Does that answer your question? It should have.
And look at this, from his YouTube channel, the best relationship advice I've ever heard. Him and a robot, probably a sex doll. But in this video, I believe this is the one where he says he talks to AI all the time and has conversations with them. What a sick bastard. And DSP appeared on stream with this shirt. What probably happened here is he had it laying around, grabbed it, threw it on, because his wife refuses to do anything, including iron his clothes. And he looks like a pirate. It kind of reminds me of that Seinfeld episode, Kramer, I don't want to be a pirate. And then we have Jade Hayes, who's a combination of Jade the wheelchair dent and Hayes the guy who sent $200. Sir DSP, normally I think a shirt looks better when it's ironed rather than pulled fresh off the closet floor, but you're pulling it off at DSPGAMING. Then we have Bagar the pirate, arr, ahoy mateys, I'd be Bagbard the pirate. I'm plundering for tips. Arr. I need your support to afford a new clothes iron because my dryer be broken. Arr. There be nothing I could do, matey. And then we have a vision of Goutfoot. And then he was looking at a bunch of candies. He called them overpriced and they're a ripoff. But you know what's not a ripoff? $100 animation for 10 seconds. That you just stole from someone else. Amazing. Amazing, Phil. And the newest dent has to realize, once you give DSP money once, he expects it every single stream. And support is low, $51. And he specifically tells Jay Hayes, hey, the trolls, they're saying that support's low. You know, you could really own them. Don't you want to give another $100, dude?
Jai Hayes, just for the record, I don't know if you're still here. So the trolls are so butthurt that you supported me yesterday. They're actually complaining over on the kick side. Listen to this. Where is Jai Hayes? Doesn't he know Phil needs support every day? Is he saving for the marathon tomorrow? We want to see the Resident Evil animation one last time. They're talking about you because you support it. See what I'm saying? These people are so obsessive. This is what they do. And for the record, no, you don't have to support the stream again. I'm just saying, this is how they are. These people are fucking nuts.
Then we have Bland Polecat, who encourages Jay Hayes to donate all his money tonight to DSP. And even sarcastically says, it really ties my panties in a knot. And then she mentions the DSP Incel Manifesto, about how he was going to the mall, 14-year-old girls in his 20s, And even at one point says, go look how he never defends his wife, but will defend a known pedo in his community who has videos of little girls at a park. And then he responds, do you need to practice what you preach? You should be ashamed of doing these things you're giving him shit for doing. You know, defending a PDF. Coming to troll the channel, you can't troll. And you know what happened right after that? All their comments got deleted. He hid her from the channel. What a baby back bitch Jay Hayes is. And of course, remember, the trolls do not affect him at all. However, after people made fun of his shirt, he went back with a different shirt that was less creased. But remember, they have no effect on him, dude. Then his big opinion on Resident Evil Requiem was that it's a filler game, it doesn't add anything to the timeline, and not a big deal to the lore. Even though this retcons a lot of different stuff, changes the timeline, and changes the whole remakes that are coming in the future. And you know, the whole antivirus that gets spread out and cures people, no, it's just a filler, dude. And look at this, 14 hours and 33 minutes to beat it on standard classic. And you wonder why people stop watching your stuff, Phil. And this is amazing because we all know DSP does not pay attention to the game, does not pay attention to the lore, because he's always looking at tips, super chats, kicks, memberships. And even after the last 3 games that set up the connections as behind everything, behind Umbrella, behind the government, he now still thinks Umbrella is still around, still controlling things, even though he played Resident Evil 7 and the majority of that game was about Mia working for the connection, their experiments. The girl that's in there was an experiment in the connections. Resident Evil Village was all about the connections as well. You know, Chris talking about it, other people talking about it, and even in Resident Evil 7, another subplot where Lucas works for the connection, even says it, and especially in the DLC, remember, he played all of these, but he still doesn't know who the connections are, doesn't know about them, doesn't know they even exist, and thinks Umbrella is still behind everything.
Okay, so now what? Uh-oh. Umbrella.
BSAA forces have been neutralized.
Yep.
Retrieving the objective before they send in the wolves.
So, sadly, Umbrella persists.
And then he plays Street Fighter, and you know what happens. Every single stream, salt, 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 and excuses for everything.
Ooh, Marisa. Could this be the infamous LTG troll? Is it? No, that's somebody else. See how this goes. Oh god, I got hit by that. Oh, that's big counter hit damage. Watch this. Look at the damage. Look at this. I don't even know what happened there because I was blocking and it hit me. Don't know what happened there. Oh, that's it. Literally, it was 1 hit, 2 jump-ins that shouldn't have hit me, and then that drive rush. 4 hits. I didn't do that. I couldn't block. What? I couldn't block the jump in. It wouldn't go to a block. Yeah, that's it. That's game. So all because it would not block jump in. I couldn't block a single jump in of this Marisa. I would try to block on reaction. It would not come out. I lost solely on the game not working online. And it's a 60 millisecond connection too. Can't fucking block a jump in. Pathetic. Pathetic fucking gameplay from the shit.
And people keep asking DSP to show his inputs in Street Fighter, and he says he can't because he has a 2 PC setup and it won't work. Now, the reality of this is he doesn't want to do this because he'll get exposed as being a button-mashing scrub, like everyone knows he is. And every Street Fighter, you know what happens. That one certain character shows up. And now, it time go, Cammy.
Oh, look, another fucking Cammy. Amazing gameplay. Stuffs me. Can't do anything. Oh my god, all corner pattern play. Oh my god. Safe jump bullshit. Can't do anything here. I can't do anything. I literally can't do anything. She just keeps pressing buttons and it all is fucking safe pattern. I can't interrupt. The character is so busted. I didn't do that. I did standing medium punch. That's what it gave me. Unbelievable. Can't do anything. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea why I'm getting hit right now. I was parrying and blocking. Game is so fucking bad. It's so unfun to play against the top tiers. It's garbage, man. From full screen! Think about what just happened. I knocked her down. I did the move that I need to do to play the character. She could do full screen level 3 and it hits you. So that's a waste of a match. Again, there's no point in ever facing a Cammy. It's just a waste of time. I literally need to do that move no matter what. I can't win. So I do it. You just get hit no matter what because it's Cammy. She has a full screen level 3. Garbage. The game is fucking trash. Thank you, slow.
Now this is pure irony, as he calls LTG out for banning people in fighting games, and now, on the spot, if he sees a Cammy, he doesn't matter who it is, he's blocking them so he never has to play them again. What a baby back bitch.
Dude, that's it. I'm going to start blocking every Cammy. I'm just not going to play these people in a circle. I'm not doing it. This is a waste of my time. I can't win against Cucky Cammy. She's top tier, you fucking stupid game. I'm not wasting time on this shit. I'm blocking every one of them.
Then we had Jay Hayes come back. In the most disgusting way possible, he's now saying how he likes PDFs and how they deserve a second chance and they should not be jailed. What a sick, sick bastard.
Why do I love pedophiles? That's funny how you twisted that. That's cute. Whew. Man, I see. Oh, God. What? Why do I love Oh, my God. I love them because they're people. That's why. That's why I love them. I love all sex offenders. You want to cut that up? We'll leave up the full live. I love them all. I think everybody deserves a chance. Does that help you out? Help you sleep better? Love them all. All of them. I don't think they should go to jail. There you go.
So we get to the DSP Marathon, the absolute failure. And remember earlier when DSP says, I don't come on here and flex and talk about my body and this and that. Well, guess what? He's going to do exactly that. Because remember, he said only homosexuals are obsessed with that and do that.
Someone says my arm looks small. Okay. My arm looks small, huh? You see, when it's actually a real camera angle, you can see I don't have small arms. It's just that you're looking from a top-down perspective, okay? Yes, I do work out. That's my real arm. And you're seeing it live on camera. Now kiss it. Kiss that muscle right there. Okay, bitch boy? Kiss it. Clear.
And even goes further and says he has a sleeper build, meaning that he looks like that in clothing, but when you take it off, he is rock solid and has muscle and everything else, dude. Delusion at its finest.
Ha ha ha, it's hilarious. Casanova says, it looks like you have a sleeper build. And I just looked it up. It says, a sleeper build refers to a person with a lean, unassuming, or seemingly average physique when clothed. But it reveals a significant, well-defined muscle mass and strength when taking off their shirt and flexing. Popularized on TikTok, this hidden muscularity often surprises people, highlighting functional strength over pure bulk. There you go.
We have projection, again, from DSP, as he's going to call all his detractors his trolls, fat and broke. Of course, he's referring to himself in that way. But then he goes on about how we're all in our mother's basement eating Doritos. Same classic insults from 20 years ago. And this man's mind is still stuck in the late 90s, early 2000s.
No, here's the truth. You're all fucking jealous of me. Every one of these fucking people is so sad that they sit at home fat, stuffing their face with fucking Doritos, and you have no money to buy any kind of significant good food. Just like they make fun of me, I say, I wear cologne at home. Why do you wear cologne at home? Want to know why I wear cologne at home? Because I can. Because I can afford it. Because I'm not poor like you. I like smelling good. So I wear cologne, and I love it. It's a luxury item that I can afford because I'm doing better than you because I'm a hard worker, and I don't sit on the internet trolling people all fucking day. Now choke on it. Okay? I'm doing good. I'm about to be 44. I'm in the best shape of my life, except when I was in my early 20s. I'm in the best financial situation I've ever been in my life. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm doing great things on stream and enjoying my life here. My work-life balance is great, and I'm spending time with my wife, and I'm having a great life. You can't handle it. So you cry, and you seethe, and you cope about your miserable fucking lives. Cry me a river. I don't care.
And this week, DSP goes viral not just for Resident Evil, but also Goldeneye, as he gets killed by the very first enemy in the game. I've never seen this before, but then again, whenever you're watching DSP, there are death scenes you will see that you thought never even existed, because he's so bad at games. And even G-Man Lives is showing off that DSP absolutely sucks at gaming.
Here we are. Oh my. What the fuck? How do you play this? This is insane. What the fuck? What is going on? How do you play this shit? Whoa! How do I fire my gun? What the fucking shit? How do I fire? Oh, he did a front roll. He did a frontal roll. How do you play? Hold R to aim. Use Z to fire. What the fuck is Z? There's a Z button on here?
And eventually he learned how to fire the gun. And we got a look at Perfect Aim Burnell.
You're getting shot from behind. Oh!
And this whole week has been disastrous for money-wise for DSP. And again, his target already, and still is and forever will be, Kick, and why they're not supported.
Snake Sauce Reloaded says, King, can you remind the YouTube supporters we exist? I can. There is an audience on Kick of about 100 viewers. The problem is they don't support the streams. As you can see, we haven't had any subs or kicks pretty much all day. I'm not kidding. Taking a look here. We had one sub earlier today from Supportive Support. We have no kicks all day. So why would anyone know that you exist? If you just sit there and watch, but don't tag me in chat, don't talk to me, and don't support the stream, why would anyone know that you're there? I'm just saying.
And this is hilarious. So apparently, this is Lily Mo Games, and they made Saint Slayer. And we knew this day would come. So if you go to password and you put DSP in, you start on easy mode with 99 lives. I always knew one day there would be a DSP mode. Now this is absolutely pure irony. So in the moment, whenever DSP puts up a gimmick or a goal or whatever, he says, this is the greatest thing ever, everybody loves it. But later on he'll say, oh, that was stupid, nobody liked it. Contradicting what happened in the moment. He's going to do the same thing here, where he says, doing $100 for a shot was stupid and never really worked. And the irony of this is later on in the marathon, he's going to say he'll do a shot for $100 and he brought it back when money was low. Funny how that works out.
Back $100 per shot. No one cared about that. It didn't really work. It only worked like a few times, and it would always work at times when it didn't make sense. Like it'd be the end of the marathon. I'm about to go offline, and I'd raise like $300, and I'm like, guys, I got to go offline and upload and spend time with my wife. I don't want to be drinking now. And they'd be like, no, do it. It's stupid, you know? The whole idea of when I did the previous marathons and I wanted to drink is like, get me drunk early. Then I could be buzzed over the entirety of the marathon, and no one would do it. So it wouldn't make any sense.
And again, going viral, DSP dies the first Goldeneye enemy in Retrothon flop. And DSP finally did it. He overcame his ED, and finally, he admits he finally got hard again.
Yes! I got hard often and exactly when it mattered. Very nice. See, that's how you do it. You fail, you recover, and you win. That's how.
And Phil, despite his money going down, buying more and more stuff, he said he bought new workout equipment, but needs time to clean out and reorganize the room in his house. So not only did he spend money on the equipment, but also said a company cleaned a room in his house around Christmas. That makes you think between now and Christmas, how cluttered that room got. And despite DSP doing McDonald's very often on DSP Tries It, he says McDonald's is for slop people, and he only gets it for DSP Tries It and feels horrible afterwards. Now, a lot of people remember too, he does midnight DoorDash burgers from Wendy's and McDonald's for his wife and him. But of course, he doesn't want you to know that because he's a lying sack of shit. And then we have Phil cries for 1K marathons. How does living on level 1 feel, bud? You can't even crack 1K for a marathon anymore. How does this decline feel? Have a big cry. Cupcake, easy W. And look at this body. He said he got his core solid as a rock. And look at that gunt. Lying sack of shit. And then he did more. DSP Tries It. And look at this. Absolute disgusting scumbag alien activity right here. And then, Jay Hayes, the guy who was defending pedophiles, the guy who gave DSP $200, he says, under James the Lesser Express video, yeah, I'm done donating to him. I've watched enough for the past 3 hours. And then Chris Long, wait till Phil finds out you're not donating anymore. And the begging was out of control. As in this marathon, he only got $338, $38 more than he expects on a regular stream day. And the days of $500 to $2K are over. He's going lower and lower and lower. And that means desperation comes out. And the begging is full force.
Classics, when are you going to play retro games? I said, I'll do a whole marathon of it. So now we're doing it, so now support it. All right, let's go. The vibe scene down. What's up? Well, let's see. Let's take a wild guess. Right? Let's take a wild guess. Right now, most of my streams this week have done better than this stream right now. So maybe that's why the vibes are down. Do you ever think about that?
And DSP calls himself the king of retro, but he doesn't understand why people like F-Zero and says it's boring. It's just driving around in a circle. And this tells you how much of a scumbag alien he is, because people like the fast-pacedness of it. They like bumping into people. But DSP has a attention problem. He needs action all the time. And he's also a drunk alcoholic too, so his gym brain is bad. And it's going to get so bad that he quits this game and says, I don't get this. Why do people like this, dude?
You can't attack your enemies. It's just simple driving with nothing to it. It's awful. I'm bored to shit. Like, it's so boring. It's one of the most boring driving games I've ever played in my life. Am I missing something? It's so boring. All you do is drive in a circle. There's nothing to it. Oh, you randomly hit a speed boost. Okay, there's no items. There's no shortcuts. There's nothing to it. It's a boring game ever. Okay, forget this. I'm seriously done with it. That's actually legit. One of the most boring driving games I've ever seen in my life. I don't want to play it anymore. I've only played it for 8 minutes. I'm done. There's nothing to it. Just drive. Okay, go to sleep. Like, here's the thing. I don't like NASCAR. I don't like F1. I don't like any realistic racing. It's boring to me. That's why I don't watch it. That game is literally, oh, look, it's just driving in a circle, only it looks like it's in the future. But it's boring. There's nothing to it. So, why am I actually playing it? You're not. I'm not. I'm done. Screw that game. That was legit terrible. Let's do another game. Seriously, what a waste of time. I'm glad I only played it for 8 minutes. That was atrocious.
Then we have D Streets with a great question. Question, how are you generally making money from this? Like, your viewership is so low. How is this enough to make a living? And now he's gonna cope about his marathons. Not meant to be fundraisers anymore, which means, in the past, when he said these are not fundraisers, they were actually fundraisers. But then again, he has a goal that's not a goal. And despite him begging for money and putting people down throughout the entire stream, he says it's not about money, it's about having fun, dude.
And thank you to those who did support the marathon, all right? And I want to make something clear. I already explained this a marathon or two ago, but people don't seem to listen, all right? Before last year, okay, I wasn't doing so good. And what I mean by that is, in general, my streams didn't always do well. All right, sometimes I'd have a sequence of very slow streams. I'd struggle to find games that were clicking with the audience. It was rough, okay? And then I'd say late 2024 all the way to now, things are much better, right? We are looking at games and trying new things. Streams are going very well. I don't have goals anymore on my streams. Everything's good in regards to everything, right? But the thing is, people have this old mentality where my marathons back in the day used to be fundraisers. Like, they used to be, hey, here's what we got to do. Let's hit this amount, and then I do this, and then we hit this amount, and I take a shot. We take this amount, and then I'll put on a vest, and then this amount, and when this happens, we don't do that anymore because I don't need to. Like, there's no reason to. Today, this marathon was done purely for fun. We didn't have to hit any goals to do the marathon, and we didn't have any goals for the marathon.
Then apparently Jay Hayes started doxing himself because he filed privacy complaints against Duty and showed all his information in it. Damn, these dents are just so smart, dude. And still, another thing that went viral. DSP rage quits F0GX after 8 minutes. Draws mockery. Then we have someone in comments. The marathon was mid. DSP responds, so was your birth. Damn, what a burn there by Darkside Phil. Then we have Bland Polecat showing off DSP in his true form that says, kiss it, big boy. And that's not the weekend for DSP. If you guys like that, click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe. Follow me on Kick at kick.com/dashfire. And as always, hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. I love each and every one of you. Peace and love.